What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some more Click Heroes 2 once again. And as you can see, my last clear time was an hour, but that was actually not my first clear. That was my second clear of that world. I did it twice. The first one took a little over 2 hours, and this one took about an hour. The 2-hour one was fairly efficiently playing, and this one was kind of sloppily playing. I probably could have did it in a little bit less, but it is taking a bit. And I did it again because we ended the first time at literally level, I think, 166 itself, which meant we were just ready to basically do this one, and I needed to kind of make this a little more even. So I did it, and now we're 2 levels behind with this world one, so hopefully it doesn't take quite 2 hours. But let's hop right into the world. I don't want to take too long. We got another, or a frozen world this time. Sweet. So let's hop right in. My basic, I've still been kind of using this setup, which we did put together, and then occasionally swapping over to this if we're insta-killing, basically, to where I don't need the bonuses, which we can even try. Sometimes you'll see, yeah, right now, like, we're killing pretty quick where we probably don't want all that other stuff. We will burn our energy a little bit quicker this way, but this world doesn't look too bad. Item cost is pretty low. Monster health is a decent bit, 10 times, a little more than 10 times, or just about 10 times the last world, so that's cool. And hopefully we'll get through this relatively quickly, which it already is looking fairly promising. So we'll probably be starting with this, switching to this, and maybe ending with this one, but probably not. And I might even go back to this just to conserve the energy, even if it's a little slower. I don't want to burn energy too much. I might even have to just take Huge Click off for now. I should probably make one without Huge Click as well. We instantly get this, which could be insane. That's decent. It's not the best thing we've ever had, but I'll take it. Haste and the crit chance. I'll take it. That's not bad. That's not bad. That helps an absolute ton. And then picking that crit chance there will be nice. Getting that to 10 will be good. And actually, we're going to get more towards 20. We will have to pick up some energy here soon. I don't think I showed my build off here. I believe I explained last episode what we're kind of doing, and if not, I'm going to go over it again for anyone who may have missed it. The last episode we guilded, obviously we are in a fresh guild here. You can see the route so far, and I could have been working towards this, but this is basically useless to us until a little bit later. We're not actually going to benefit from getting that now. It wouldn't make sense to get it. Our haste isn't enough. So we're going to work our way out, grab this, and then from there work our way out to Killing Frenzy, and then we'll go back and pick this up, and it'll be good. And I'll show you more of the build at that point, but that's the shape. I mean, maybe next episode I'll do a couple worlds in between, and we actually probably will. I got to be leveling things up, or we're going to go way too slow here. Let's pop one of those. Is this? Yeah, we'll spend 2 just to get 10. I don't want to buy too much back, but we will buy a little bit. We might buy more before it pops away too. It might be worth it. Here I don't like gold piles, so I don't really pay attention much, so I'm gonna go for the energy, which would be nice. We'll get to build a little bit of extra energy. That generally happens because I'll normally get something that I just don't care for. Here we'll definitely go for probably gold received. I don't know what's generally better going for, gold received or monster gold. I don't know what you actually benefit from. If anyone knows, feel free to let me know. I don't know if there's like some mathematic to you get a certain amount of one and then you get some of the other, just the way they kind of work together. But I'm gonna go for straight up gold received. Probably actually should have did monster gold because I don't really receive gold from much other things, but occasionally I always click the bubbles that show up behind me, but that's basically it as far as clickables go. I will grab the bubbles, and occasionally when we're doing a video I might pick up the gold piles, but not really paying attention for them. So I don't know how far we're going to push. I think we'll just go kind of straight in. I think this is maybe what we did last episode, though. But we'll just kind of go straight through, grind this out for now. And then next episode, like I said, I'd like to get a little farther into this guild. I know there's some big changes coming to the game soon, too, as far as later game progression, going after these first couple. I think even actually the first guild, they posted something about that yesterday or the day before, depending on when this video goes up. Which is kind of interesting. I'm going to pop this, and I will come grab another one of those. I could potentially even get another one, but we still have this, and I don't think it'll be a huge deal. Don't think it'll be a huge deal. We're not getting a lot of haste. I don't think we got any haste so far. That's obviously what we're wanting, is haste right off the bat. We'll benefit most from that, but I think base, we have pretty good haste. It's 130, I believe, because we got that 10% buff from there. So I think we're at 130 normally. And as for the Automator, I've just been working kind of upwards. I think we're going to work down, and I believe this path we're going to go grab everything down. We'll go all the way to the end of it. So it'll get us our energized stuff, and that'll pretty much be everything I need, I think, to get a fairly basic automation to where it can pretty much do a world without me having to even play it. It won't be efficient because it won't be specifically going and buying like haste upgrades, but it'll be buying the items. They're also coming out with ethereal items. That's what it was that I was hearing about or read about, which are going to be like items that you get and carry through guilds and stuff, which is pretty cool. I didn't read the whole thing, but I was looking briefly at it and skimming through it, and it looked pretty neat. The idea of that sounds really, really cool, and I'm actually excited for it. This game definitely needs some work done to it still. I love this game. It's still a lot of fun. I really don't have time to get on it as much as I'd like, but I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to rework, and I'm really excited to play the Wizard when I can finally get him on the main game, and, you know, we'll get a second series going of that. So it'll probably be like once a week of both, or maybe one of them that I'm feeling more. We'll do a little bit more of. I get 2 videos, show off. I don't know what to show you guys exactly. We talk about this way too much, of what points to show you. I know you guys just like the updates and whatnot, and listen to this as you guys are playing games yourself most of the time. But the schedule is coming soon. I've got a lot of it worked out. That schedule we've been talking about past couple episodes, a couple episodes ago, I should say, with when videos are going to be released. So that's going to be sweet. I thought about actually picking up the mana, as getting a little mana pick. I was actually going to get mana and then buy a little bit more. But right now we're actually hanging about the same energy, so it's not really a big deal. And you can see how this alone would work its way through a world pretty well. We got the level there, which is nice. We're reversing things higher levels so we get more XP. So being under-leveled is better. I mean, when I redid World 31, it definitely was not super worth, but it would have been way too hard to go to a 32 without it. I think it would have been super inefficient to go to 32 without it. So we're forced to get another one of these. We are going to get a couple of those through our build, obviously. We're just forced to upon the way. But we will not be going up here. At some points I might come out and, like, towards the end of the build, I'm not going to do obviously the full build of this guild because it's just not going to be needed, and I do need more Automator points. We'll be going out and grabbing probably like all these Automator points and stretching out places, but we're going to be getting a decent bit of this build that I've kind of put together. And I don't want to show off really the whole thing until we kind of continue through. I think let's keep it a little bit of a surprise. Again, it might be one of the more popular builds played, but it put a little bit of a twist on some changes. We're doing pretty good on XP. Not too bad. Not too bad whatsoever. Pick that up. Gold pile. I got it in time. Sweet. We might not even make it to boss 25. I don't know if we did last episode or not. I feel like last time was even slower than this for sure. I mean, this has been relatively fast, and this is the slower part of a run normally. We'll pop this just so we don't sit at full mana there. I hate sitting at full mana. But these will have it pretty much automated down to the point where when energy gets low, it'll pop, energize, and it'll buy items and upgrade. I believe the last 3 is going to be the goal. I have it written down. They should upgrade the last like 3 things we have, and then buy the newest thing. It'll buy a random newest thing we can as soon as we basically can. So it'll be relatively good, and it'll basically mean I can kind of just leave the game open and idle a couple worlds and then come into an episode kind of thing where I don't really have to play, you know. I'll be playing, but it'll be idle. I'll be able to come in, maybe buy a couple things for a build or whatever, but we could come back and all of a sudden I'll have a ton of a world done. I might even get to the point where I can just, set it to attempt next world. I mean, I could hit rerun world even on them, so it's like you at least farm up to max level on the worlds without you paying attention. And that'll be hopefully by the beginning of next guild we can do that 100%. I mean, this is pretty much everything I'll need to just play the game, and then we'll get small clicks, obviously. That's going to be the goal, is getting small clicks. We're not going to get limitless bid clicks, so we won't have that to stack up, but basically our multi-clicks should be able to relatively keep up with the amount of small clicks that we'll have, and it should be relatively even. We'll use it up, you know, doing it that way. And I mean, right now, it's just a huge clicks equals 0, which I think converts to small clicks as well. Or sorry, big clicks equals 0, which I think converts to small clicks. But we will be getting this as well. I believe we'll get it in this run. But we already have a lot of the Automator stones that make it possible, like buy cheapest upgrade you can afford, which I don't think that's very good. Upgrade all of your items. Buy like a random category. Yeah, so like that would be something I could put on to help automate things. Buy metal detector would be nice. So then it'll constantly buy those. I honestly should even put that on for when you get the 5-minute, or sorry, 5 zone ones that like it's hard to pay attention if your 5 zones is up, because you can go back in, and if you guys didn't know, the shop when you get metal detector, there's either the 20-minute metal detector or the 5 zone ones, and the 5 zone ones you can keep rebuying every 5 zones as long as your shop's still there. So having that on, you know, a certain check, you know, I don't know what check we could put it on necessarily, but have that check every now and then. If there's a shop, it should go down and hit it and buy it, which could be nice to have, but really not necessary, I don't think. Obviously, in the final build, that'll be the goal, so I don't have to do anything. I'll have it basically playing the game completely without you having to do anything. Again, you can play it more efficient by getting like haste upgrades, because you can't tell it to buy like haste. But we should have enough haste in the build where we don't even necessarily need haste upgrades. Like that's the goal. It's just it should be pretty self-efficient. I mean, you'll want some, but we'll have a lot of haste before upgrades is the idea. We'll be spending a lot of points down in this bottom corner, just bouncing around and working towards things. Go for that treasure chest gold. I'm a pretty big fan of the treasure chest gold. I don't know if the different gold pile sizes actually matter, like the small gold piles versus the big gold pile, if it gives you a different amount. I never really looked into that. Never really looked into it. But then I could like have it playing the game and I could have it full screen. Even while we like talk, I mean, when we're doing videos, I'll probably do a more basic setup. And I won't run the fully automated one, just because then I can, you know, micromanage things a little bit better. But pop that, and then we should be able to afford this. One more dash. Boom, and we'll save up for the haste upgrade here. Again, one more dash, and that should get us pretty close to it. Oh man, not quite. I had to kill that guy first. Just click to get that over with. Gold. Might as well click them if you can. I had my first fail on a boss the first time I'm doing 31. I think it was not the 25 boss. I think it was the 50 boss. The first time going through. Maybe it was the 75. No, it definitely was 50. I had to redo it twice, which is the first time I failed anything. So if we were in that hardcore mode, we would have lost it. That was the first time I had to repeat anything, which is kind of crazy. This whole time, I remember like when the game first came out, you had to repeat things a lot more. Like it was harder to progress. I mean, obviously with the whole 4-hour first run of a world, which was ridiculous. I don't know if anyone remembers that day when we were streaming. We started streaming here for like the first, I think, 2 hours, and then moved it over to Twitch and kept going, and whew, getting through that. We played so much that first week. It's crazy. The amount of hours I put into this game that first week is ridiculous. More than a lot of people, that's for sure. We put so much time in streaming that world. I'd like to do some more streams at some point soon. I don't know if Click Heroes 2 necessarily, but I'd like to do some more. We're going to push up to Zone 25, I think. I think we got time for it. We'll make this a little bit longer of an episode. I do want to get Zone 25 down, so I think we can make it happen. These might take a little lengthy time, but we're gonna go for it. We'll do it. I'd like to get at least one of the bosses. Next episode, I think I may have said this last episode, but we're gonna try to go for the a little bit later in the world. I think I'll probably update you guys farther in the world. I don't think we'll have to repeat any more worlds, to be honest. I'm thinking we're gonna keep fairly close to level. We might, but I don't think so, because you think Yeah, I don't think we'll have to repeat any more worlds. I think we'll be okay being under-leveled. I think it was just that first one. Just made sense, too. And I don't know if it'll be like that every guild, or at certain guilds you have to repeat worlds, you know, even more than once. But I don't think we'll have to do it again. I think that one time just to get us up to level, because like you just do so little damage in comparison to like things way over leveled to you. These are level 72 at zone 22 right now, which isn't, you know, that crazy, but because we're 170. But it's gonna be crazy when we're like up over level, you know, 1,000 or something. It's gonna be insane. But I'm hoping soon we'll be able to bring the wizard to the channel. I just don't really want to do it on beta. I don't want to be playing on beta and this, like, or the pre-release version and this. You know, I'd rather just play the main game, whatever is stable. So I prefer, and I think you do lose progress if you play on that and you come to this. So maybe not, but that'll avoid us having to even worry about that. You know, we just straight up continue, or we'll just straight up start another series and just go at it with playing him, which I think will be a lot of fun. I'll have to learn about him. I know he's got a crazy looking tree in different forms, and I don't know if it's as easy to automate him or not, or easier to automate him even. But I know Sid's not that bad to get automated. I mean, you got to get to that first guild, and you can set it up this bare minimum. I could set up a even more automation technically. It wouldn't be the best. And I don't want to do it yet. I honestly do want to get through this guild pretty much, and then we'll be at a really good spot for it. But yeah, I'll get that haste upgrade, of course. And here we go. Let's see if we can beat what's 25. We definitely will want the energy. We'll see right here. Yeah, we'll beat it. Cool. So we do get to beat it, which is nice. I wasn't sure honestly if we were gonna beat it. That's why I was kind of telling you guys about the whole failing story. So this wouldn't have been the first time we failed the world or failed the boss, but we're definitely gonna take him down, no problem. And I honestly don't think this world's gonna be that long. Like, this isn't a terrible time so far. I'm probably not gonna play through it all right now, but it does like save your timer when you close the game. So when I get back on, you know, and continue, we'll be in a good spot. But I don't think we're ever going to do episodes anymore where I do 2 episodes on one world. I just don't think that's enough progress. And honestly, I think we will skip at least 1 world before next episode. Grind out a bit and make some more progress. I don't know how big of jumps you guys want me to say, but I told you guys about the progress of the build, so we might try to get to that point where we, you know, get to these guys and down here, which will be a couple worlds. I mean, you think you go up 3 to like 5 levels of world, maybe? Probably closer to 5 levels of world. I mean, that's 3 to 4 worlds probably to get all that done, just by looking at it, not counting them, but roughly. So we'll make some jumps. But world 60 is the next goal now. Get out to world 60, guild again, where you get your crazy damage boost and everything jumps up a little bit in damage here. I mean, what was the actual damage boost? Their damage didn't seem that bad. The monster health, or sorry, I say damage. Why did that? Oh, I guess you guild, obviously, so you lose, but you also gain. It's weird. It's weird how that took so long compared to that, the last one. And obviously we don't have the build, but anyways, that's gonna conclude this episode, guys. If you guys did enjoy this episode, please take a second, smack that like button. I do appreciate it, guys, and yeah, as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.